Hey guys, today's video is gonna be different. I'm starting out a new series. It's called Go with the Flow. This is going to be the first episode. So Go with the Flow is where I meet interesting people. I'll start doing new stuff and basically live by the line, go with the flow. Alright, so today we are going to meet a very interesting person. So I met him in one event, but I've always seen him online, and I think what he does is very, very interesting, very magical whenever I see him. But it's not exactly magic, but later on he's going to explain what he actually does. And I want him to actually personally introduce himself to you guys. So, wala nang intro, so let's give a hand for Ehrlich Ocampo.
Hi guys.
So hi Ehrlich, so we just go straight to the point. Maybe you could introduce yourself to everyone watching and what you do.
Hi guys, I'm Ehrlich Ocampo. I'm from Manila, Philippines. I'm also known as Firechiz. So it's kind of hard to categorize myself. Like I cannot call myself purely a circus artist or an object manipulator or a dancer or a magician. I'm like at the crossroads of all those. So if someone asks like, so what do you do? I can't explain. I just have to show it to them.
Nice.
So yeah. So let's show them what I'm doing.
So you said parang you do a lot of things, but mainly what you do is a performing art, yes?
Yes, it's a performing art. So I specialize now in Leviwand. So it's actually from magic. It's called the dancing cane in magic.
Mm-hmm.
But then it transferred to the flow and movement art. So the difference they say is actually the intention. So with dancing cane, it's like illusion and really for magic. This one, the Levy one, is for movement and expression.
That's actually very interesting to know. And actually, I'm having goosebumps. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the cold weather or what you're explaining. Parang it's overwhelming eh. But maybe you can guide us through how you got interested in what you do, how you got started in dancing or Leviwand.
Well, I dance in school, not in a dance school, but as a cheerleader. But that got me into movement and dance. And then after I graduated, I saw fire dancers in Boracay. And then I tried doing poi spinning. So apparently, poi is under flow arts. It's like a big umbrella of arts. There's people doing hoops, they're spinning sticks, they're juggling. And then there's this thing they call nga the Leviwand. And I was so intrigued by it. I ordered one from Flow Toys website when I was buying poi. So I saw the video, I'm like, I gotta have it. I gotta try it. So I actually tried it in 2011.
Okay.
And then I put it down because it was the short string. And then in 2013, in PFF, someone introduced me the long string technique. And then that really jive with my dancing because of all the circles, and like I can move like unlike other art, because like let's say hoop, I need to grab it, or poi, I need to do that. But that one I can really move until I can express myself until the tips of my fingers. So it just clicked with me, and it was parang it was made for me, and then like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
Right. Parang from your end, it's somehow it's attached to you, of course, 'di ba? But then the illusion sa mata ng tao, it's parang it's separate from you, but then it moves along with your other movements, which is very magical. It's very interesting to watch. You mentioned PFF a while ago. Can you tell us more about that?
The PFF is Philippine Flow Fest. Well, there's no PFF now because of COVID.
Yeah.
But we're trying to cultivate the flow art scene, or it's different. It's fire spinning, it's object manipulation, it's juggling, but we just call it the flow art scene in the Philippines.
So parang it's a parang movement culture din talaga, no?
Yeah.
Parang dancing. I think even like yoga. I thought kasi akala ko before flow arts was prop based, but then meron din palang kahit walang props. You just
Yeah.
move through to whatever. Parang it's more of an expression and then an art at the same time.
It's actually based on the flow. The word flow is based on I forgot his name, but it's a book because he's a scientist. And flow is a state of mind
Ah,
where
yes.
you're actually very engaged in what you're doing. You're
Parang
in the
yep.
flow.
In
Yeah.
the flow, in the
So
zone. Parang
yes.
parang living in the now, 'di ba?
Yes, you're very engaged. You're in the moment, and yun.
Yeah, that's why I invited you to the first episode kasi yun that's the state that I want to be in, 'di ba? We're not getting any younger, so parang we just want to live in the now, enjoy the now kahit na maraming nangyayari na out of our control. But then we just stay in the zone as long as we're surviving and we're enjoying every moment. I think parang basic. It's a basic thing in life, 'di ba?
Yep.
So, all right. So the other reason why I invited you here, Ehrlich, is because you have parang ang dami mong nagawa. I've seen some of your achievements. Maybe you can share that. Parang paano ka napunta sa iba't ibang lugar and paano ka naging isang performer sa isang pinaka malaking, I don't know, circus group, or tell me about that. You should explain it for the viewers.
Okay, I think the two notable achievements that I would like to share is number one, I introduced Leviwand in the circus industry. I represented Leviwand and the country in Paris, the Cirque de Demand Festival Mondial de Cirque de Demand back in 2016. So for me, that was a big step because the circus scene is not very big in the Philippines. And like it's very frustrating as a circus artist not to have the instruction or the the facility for circus training. So
Yep.
hopefully one day circus is better in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
that's one. And the second achievement nga is being part of Cirque du Soleil as a Cirque du Soleil show. So it's the first Levy One act in on a Cirque du Soleil stage.
Really?
Yes. So
Wow.
that's really good. Uh, yeah.
Grabe, nakaka-proud ka. Yun lang
Thank you.
masasabi ko as in. So, pero, from 2011, parang what year or anong year ka napunta dyan sa parang performing abroad or joining big groups, even competitions?
I think I'm gonna touch also on the struggles that
Please,
I
please.
experienced along the way.
Yep.
So in the Philippine scene, flow arts is actually more of um, back then we were focused on object manipulation. So it's technical. We're doing like anti-spins and all that stuff. But for me, it was like my calling was different. It's like I wanted to dance. I wanted to do more body and do my jumps and splits, you know.
Yep, yep.
And it was hard because it wasn't the cool thing to do. I was like different.
Right.
I'm not gonna go into the details, but like I'm just gonna stick with what I want to do and develop this style. And then what encouraged me to go forward was someone showed me a video of a guy who worked in Cirque du Soleil. His name was Shikanta Barefoot, and he was really dancing with fire across the stage solo, and doing jumps and I'm like, wow, this guy is doing what I want to do, and Cirque du Soleil is like the place where I think I could fit in. So along the way also I discovered nga Leviwand, but I initially applied to Cirque with a fire dance profile because of like sticking to what felt right for me. Like, I developed a unique style. It's not been, I don't know, parang, ano ba, how do I, we evolve the art in a
Yep.
very different way.
Yep.
That we evolved Leviwand in a very different way, and now it's on a circus stage. I
Which is
think that's
a very big achievement for the performing art as well as a Filipino, because you represented um,
yes.
as a Filipino dun sa Cirque du Soleil. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll take parang the whole night to talk about this. But of course, you want to promote what you do, you want to inspire others, and I've seen online that you're promoting a course on Leviwand.
Yes.
Maybe you can share that as well.
Before the course, I think I just want you to inspire kasi fellow Filipinos and fellow Levy Wonders. There's a lot of them. Because for Filipinos, like we can take on the world.
Mm.
I mean it. I believe it. We can take on the world with what we have or what we don't have in the Philippines right now. We do have the skill and the dedication to do it. And somewhere down the line, maybe we get more known. A lot of more people will give us instruction, and we have facilities here.
Yeah,
And also with Levy Wonders, it's a very young art, and Levy Wand is also unfamiliar.
mm.
So hopefully one day I don't have to explain what I do.
Yes, that's right. That's the goal.
I don't have to explain what I do. So yeah, those are
Right.
two things for the Filipino and for the Levy One community that I'm trying to, help. And so the Levy One course, I made a course to to pass on what I know, um, and it's available on Leviwand.dance. There's a
Okay.
lot of resources for Leviwand. If you're curious, you can see their information, where to get it, how to begin, and also links to communities of Leviwand people.
Yeah, guys. So if you want to learn more about what Ehrlich does, or if you want to be inspired, and I want to add one thing to what you shared about being a Filipino, kasi we're in a very unique situation na parang we go through a lot, but then we have a potential, parang we have a talent that we can actually show to the world. And as you mentioned, your art even is parang baby pa siya, but then there's so much potential. And I think parang it describes Filipinos kasi 'di ba, maraming young people na they want to show something to the world. And I think your course will definitely help parang the individuals as well as them being Filipinos. All right, now guys, if you want to learn more about, the course, if you want to get inspired, or if you have questions for Ehrlich, maybe you can connect with him on social media. Can you share to us some of your handles?
Yes. So my performer profile is Firechill. So on Instagram, I'm at firechill.ph. My website is also firechill.ph. The Levy One Dance is more of a resource site for sharing and for learning. So that's at Levy One Dance on Instagram and Levy1.dance on the web.
All right, so thank you so much, Ehrlich.
Thank
Yes.
you for having me as your first guest. Wow,
Yes, of course.
I'm
Dapat
honored.
lang, dapat lang. Early now, and for all to the viewers, we're not just gonna end this talk with just inspirational words, but of course we want to see something from Ehrlich. I'm gonna end the video with Ehrlich's performance, and I hope you guys will be inspired, or parang just do what you actually want to do. And I hope to see you guys go with your flow. Thank you so much, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Ocampo, everyone.